Hello guys, we are back today, and in this video we're doing the full Coldwater and Butterfield trail. It is a 9.4 mile trail. So without further ado, let's do this. Guys, we are another solo hike today. I'm doing it without a map. I'm doing it by memory because this road was actually closed. Today, we were supposed to go on the Big Peterson Loop via secret entrance, but both other people are going to go and dipped on it. So we're going to solo hike here. We're going to do all of Coldwater and then all of what's it called? The Butterball or whatever it's called. Maybe we'll see the signs. So just like last time, this one we have to start with Horseshoe and take that to the staging area. This is probably the last time we do Horseshoe. It is extremely chilly today, by the way. Coldest it's been this year. Do you see it? Cold, bro. Well, that was pretty quick since I'm not taking photos. Because we were here last time. That was about 15 minutes. Oh no. Never mind, this keeps going. Yeah, I was about to say, that's extremely fast. No. We're not there yet. Never mind. It took me about 25-30 minutes, just like last time, even if with no taking photos or rushing. But yeah, let's go to the Coldwater trailhead. Yep, let's go find it. Okay, so we're at the staging area. I think we have to take this straight a bit. So remember, getting there's a little off now because the staging areas, I think. They've built them quite a bit since 3 weeks ago. Yeah, they're moving fast. So I don't know why it says it'll take 2 years. They're moving pretty fast with it. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. So, we're at the chair. We're at the chair where we always sit. And to Coldwater Trailhead and to Butterball. Both are going left. As for Two-Faker, we have already gone there before. It is now time to head through Coldwater. So this kind of loops back into the construction site. I think this is like a temporary path just to get around, because normally there was two markers on the parking there. So here is that horse rental sign, and then this just says Butterfield, but I don't think this is Butterfield yet. I guess it is. I guess that was South Butterfield. So I guess I've been walking on part of the Butterfield, I guess. Almost stepped in shit. Anyway. Actually, I do kind of remember now where I am. Because we came back this way last time. We do have a sign, ladies and gentlemen. There's a path going here and a path going there. So, Butterfield Trail is just going to keep going this way. And we'll come back. So we'll come back from the Butterfield. Kind of like we did last time. We're doing the full thing. And then we'll make it back. While now, I'm going to go to the Coldwater Trailhead and do the whole Coldwater. The reason I'm doing Coldwater first is I heard that one's mostly flat and uninteresting, probably the most uninteresting trail in the park. And I'd rather end it off really nice and start it off really nice, you know what I mean? Hey guys, we're making it to the Coldwater Trailhead. And this is basically where, from the parking construction site, you'll be able to start the Coldwater Trail. So, like I mentioned, the Coldwater Trail is a huge dirt road. People say it's probably the most uninteresting trail in the park. I've seen it before. I don't think I've ever walked it before. But let's start the Coldwater Trail and see what it has in store for us. Maybe it will surprise us. Say this would be good for beginner bike riders. They're just starting to get on the trails and want something nice and flat and easy. Yeah, so far just a very wide dirt road. It goes into a bit of a wash here, and I think it keeps going that way. Oh, I just saw a big rabbit. I don't know if the camera caught that. Right behind that bush over there. Butterfield Trail goes that way. Coldwater keeps going forward. And that's Butterfield. That's where we came from the Gadsden the other time. But anyway, we'll be going there and we'll come back this way. And then go that way. That's the loop for today. I think it's about 8 or 9 miles, I'm not sure. Yeah, I researched the Maricopa Trail, by the way, but it didn't seem too interesting. It seems more like a biker thing than a through hike thing. Yeah, and also like half of it's city stuff, and it doesn't seem too interesting. The most interesting stuff will be hikes in the parks, right? Yeah, let's keep going down Coldwater. That's Toothpicker over there. Let me zoom in. I think that right there. That's max 20 times zoom, but that right there is Toothpicker again. There are benches here, so this is probably the furthest bench out into the southmost part of the park I've seen. Because normally the benches would have stopped right there. The furthest bench I've seen into the park. That's nice. And as you guys can see, this is just a clean, long dirt road. I wonder why they call it Coldwater Trail. I think it looks like it's gonna go down a bit. Probably go back up there. There's another bench. Yeah. I guess it's nice that this is the fastest normal way of getting to the Peterson if you don't use the secret entrance. Well, I just got hit by some kind of flying something. I think it was like a big butterfly or something, like a dragonfly. Hit me in my neck. I don't think it was a bat. So I got somewhat of a look at it, and it looked a little too small to be a bat. Which is a good thing, because if a bat bites you in daytime, you gotta probably get a rabies shot to be safe. So the trail goes a little bit towards the right. I see some kind of dirt hills in the back. Let's see what that is. Oh, quail. Yeah. Anyway, so I see a sign here that says Coldwater Trail. More quails. Coldwater Trail goes left. So it turns left, ladies and gentlemen. Turns left. And and this heads back to where we were. So here's the board Coldwater Trail. So I guess it keeps going, and it actually turns into a trail. It's no longer just a large dirt road. Also, is that a... Where is it? I see it. Yo. A welcome surprise that the trail changes. A welcome surprise indeed. I'm walking, right? And I'm looking in the distance. And is that a bench I see? That is officially the furthest out bench I've seen in the park, period. On all the other trails, all the way there, Rainbow, Toothacre, Gadsden, absolutely no benches. So the fact that there's a bench right there, that tells me that is the furthest bench in this park. Just to show you a video of what this all looks like. Dysart Trail? So this is where the Dysart Trail leads. Huh. I know the Dysart Trail, which starts all the way at that Rainbow, it goes and it ends at Butterfield. Coldwater keeps going straight. Well, at least now I know where I am, map-wise. Damn, I thought we were a lot further out. But still, that's the furthest out bench I've seen in this entire park. Wow. We are in a nice bit of shade here. You can see the city in the distance. I'm making our way up through here. But if it turns left, then it's going to be very, very similar to the Toothacre. I will say. I am pleasantly surprised. The end of Coldwater is quite nice. They're scrambling. Walking up these steps. It's nice. Lots of these flying moth things. Grasshopper-esque. So we'll say this. Just like the Toothacre, the Coldwater is so much better in the second half. And it goes up over the hill, just like Toothacre did. Similar style of pathing, Toothacre. It's more flat on the way here, right? I was expecting it to be that flat dirt path all the way till the Gadsden. I did not expect it to look like this. It is green. That looks real nice right there. Good stuff. In stone you get up. Really nice stuff. We've made it over the hump. There we can see the flat land. And up there somewhere was the Toothacre. There we are. I'm actually impressed with Coldwater. It's an enjoyable hike. I don't think I would repeat it, but it's not a 1 out of 10 as originally I thought it would be. This is the dirt path. It's a nice trail. And it's a quick way. It is a quick way to get into this valley. The quickest way. Quicker than Two-Faker for sure. I'm gonna try to see if I can zoom in and see anything. Maybe I can see that little path that's on the gas. I don't know. Getting past that mountain out there. This fog. We got cholla for days. Damn. It looks like we are crossing a wash here. And keep going straight. I didn't see a sign, but this wash seems super familiar to me. So I think we're gonna be coming up on it soon. No. I recognize this. I recognize the volcanic rock here. Did I miss the sign? Guys, I might have missed the sign. Where it was the end of the Coldwater. And then we're on the Gadsden-Peterson for a little bit just to get to Butterball. And then left on Butterball all the way back. Huh, yeah. Peterson. Yeah. So I missed the sign, guys. Or there wasn't one or it was gone. Whatever the case may be, I don't know how it happened. But I somehow missed the sign. That was the end of Coldwater. And yeah, we've been on the Gadsden now. I mean, I recognized it instantly. Yeah, so we finished Coldwater. And that's gonna be the Peterson. So the Peterson's gonna start secret, loop all the way, come here, and loop back. There and back. Peterson's gonna be fun, man. For those wondering, it's 10 o'clock exactly. So I started, what was it? Around 8, 7:50? 7:58. Let's be nice, right? With breaks. It took me 2.5 hours, well, 2 hours 10, but let's say 2.5 hours to get from the parking lot all the way till the start of Peterson. So for those of you that are not using the secret entrance and want to do the Peterson using the normal entrance, the straightest path is Coldwater, which we just did. And it'll take you about 2.5 hours to get there. So that's quite a ways. That's 2.5 hours to get there, and then you're taking the same way back. So it's 2.5 hours plus 2.5 hours. So that's 5 hours just in getting there and back, not counting the actual time it takes to do the full Peterson loop. And you gotta remember, on your way back, you're gonna be slower. You're gonna be slower because obviously you have blisters on your feet by that time. You're tired. You've been doing it for many hours, etc. So I think the 2.5 hours is generous because that 20 minutes will be made up. It will be 20 minutes longer on the way back. So 2.5 plus 2.5, that's 5 hours. And then you have to add whatever time it would take you to do the full Peterson loop. Let's say that's at least, that's at least 3 hours. It could be like 4 or 5 hours. So you're looking at an 8 to 10 hour hike, possibly more, depending how hard Peterson is. Guys, we're making it down this river, this trench here. Almost slipped, see? I'm watching my feet very closely because I do not want to step on anything. Little tracks here, looks like rabbit tracks or something. Watching my feet, man, because that sand snake last time, it was a sand snake, a long nose, whatever. Yeah, it says Gadsden, but we go up here, and that's gonna be the cross between. Okay, so we're here, guys. Now the Butterfield, as you can see, starts here and goes back. Now, interestingly enough, I would have thought it would go more here, because that's technically the direction of home. That's kind of back west. But either way, we're gonna be taking the Butterfield. Last time we did the Gadsden, which looped all the way around and then there and then. So yeah, that intersects. So let's do it. It is actually 10:18 right now, so 12 minutes earlier than I thought I'd get here. Pretty good. Let's head out. Butterfield Trail. Wait, I really like this. In the mornings, it's just nice cold air on a cool day. It's just nice, man, you know? Last time we were at this point, it was already afternoon and the sun was beaming down on us, and you know, at that point you just want to get it done, you know. But we're still at a point in time right now where it's still nice and cold and the sun is still not fully up ahead, which is nice. Yeah, this is the Butterfield. Read that. I don't know if that's the trail we came from. Looks like a trail. Either way, cool stuff. It's getting a little bit rocky here. Some quartz. Yeah, it's a lot of quartz. The Estrella Mountain Range is like quartz everywhere. I think that's what's unique about it. Really cool. Just saw a really fresh scat from what looks to be a big animal. I will say, this is quite a discreet, straight path. Very narrow, you know, single paths, very narrow. So far though, green-wise, I feel like Coldwater had more greenery up there, but I have to give it time to get into this mountain and then see how it path forms, you know? Let's go here. Wow. Okay. Now this is a view, man. Wow, wow, wow. That right there is picturesque. I don't know if you guys can see that. But we're all the way up there. And this goes around this ridge. I like that. Almost kind of like a, what's that trail? The Ridgeline Trail? In Glacier almost. Kind of reminds me of that. I'm going to be saving storage space, but I can't not record this. This is cool. This is like the coolest ridgeline kind of hike I think I've done in Estrella. And I don't think Peterson's gonna have anything like this. Desert Rose might. That's the only one. I've peeked on that one a little bit, but besides that, this is nice. No, this is nice. Yeah. Keeps going straight, lads. There's a really nice quartz deposit here. And then as we go, it keeps going, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. We've made it to the start of the desert trail. This is where the desert still stops or ends, depending. It starts here, goes down, and ends all the way at Rainbow, all the way over there. That is far, guys. Wow. As for us, we're gonna keep going on the Butterfield, make our way to our parking lot. Man, that's cool, and that tells me that Coldwater was probably, yeah, it was right there. Yeah. That's cool, man. So now you kind of get an idea of where we were. We kind of went all the way around, and then this, and then, man, that's cool. But yeah, I'm liking Butterfield. Butterfield has it's an actual, like, it's a full-on hiking trail. Oh man, I can't wait to do Dysart. Dysart's gonna be a fun way to finish this park. But we still have Peterson and Desert Rose. We still got 2 trips before the final one of Dysart. But either way, let's head to Butterfield. This is cool stuff. Here we go, guys. This is where we came out last time, up the Gadsden Trail. Right here. That's where we got out of last time. Man, that was way quicker than the Gadsden was, man. It's 11:07 right now. We got there like 10:20-ish, 10:17. So you could say about an hour and 10 minutes it took me to do all of North Butterfield, pretty much, up to where we were last time. So now I've technically done the full Butterfield. But we're gonna keep going down Butterfield and finish this off. So I already showed this in my Gadsden video, but it then goes around, I think. I see the construction in the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are crossing that Coldwater trail we took earlier. Came from there. We are crossing the Coldwater trail we came from earlier. And we're making our way back on Butterfield. Heck yeah. And here we are. We're gonna continue taking the Butterfield back to that bench. But yeah, that was the Coldwater trailhead, and then we're going back now, guys. We are at the bench. I'm gonna go eat lunch, head back to the car, and then do the outro. Heck yeah. It's 11:36 right now, so I could basically make it to the car by like noon, which is pretty good. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. 4.5 hours or so. All right.